Alright everybody, welcome back to another video. I'll be doing a little DIY repair on my Xbox One since it's out of warranty and I just want to do a little bit of tinkering by myself on this thing. So what is the problem with this Xbox? Basically, when you turn it on, it just doesn't boot to Xbox OS and it just shuts off after about a minute. When you press the controller, it just kind of flashes, just can't find the connection to itself, I guess. After trying to contact Xbox support, I had no luck, no actual representatives wanted to talk to me, and I couldn't find any support chats. I was able to get in contact with some of the Xbox ambassadors. I don't know what their position is at the company or something, but they ended up being useless, so thank you for that. I did try to do some of the general troubleshooting, like using a different HDMI cable, connecting it to a different display, just stuff like that, using a different controller, just like switching up the cables and stuff, none of which helped. So that's when I looked at Reddit. I was able to determine that the problem was mainly in the hard drive and it was faulty. Good old Reddit coming in clutch, look at that. As you can see in the clip, the Xbox is still on but not showing any display and the controller is still blinking. Everything's connected, all the cables work, I checked. And you just heard it turn off and the controller is still blinking. So that's the main problem. So now it's time to get into the console. A little fun fact about this Xbox, this is the exact one where I unboxed it 6 years ago, and this was one of the first videos that went viral on my channel. And this is the Xbox that coincidentally went faulty, at least a hard drive of it. You guys will see later in the video, but this is the one we'll be taking a look at. Look at it, it's brand new and shiny right here. And we'll be taking it apart and stuff. Anyway, so this is the video. So shout out to my brother for letting me use his little toolkit. I fix it, please sponsor me. I want your products, please. Thank you. Had some trouble opening that, I don't know why. Turning over the Xbox, this was probably the most trickiest part of the whole process of switching out my hard drives. I wanted to be as careful as possible to not damage the plastic, but as you will see later, I realized that I won't be able to do that and I just have to get on the console one way or another. This is where I realized I don't really have the resources to do it in a clean, proper way. You can see some scuffs I'm creating on the bottom plate. I didn't know where the clips were and I didn't want to break them. So, I had to second guess myself, but I do need to change the hard drive. So I'm gonna have to do some MacGyvering. Hey guys, this is a view from editing. Look, to open the back side of the console, it took me a whole from 136 to, like around 2030. It's like literally like 19 minutes to just open the back side of the console. It was so tough to get out. It just kept slipping away. I have no idea. But we're gonna cut this up. But yeah, 20 minutes to open the back side. Here's a little detail of the progress so far. There's a bunch of little dings you can see on the white part and the black plate. But it is coming along, I've opened most of it, but there's still so many clips. Yes. After a long 20 minutes, here's the opening of the bottom plate. This was way harder than it should have been, to be honest, and I did scuff up the console a little bit, especially the white part. That has a lot of little dings from the screwdriver and the force I was using. Not sure if there was a better way to do this, but I just ended up doing it like that, and I didn't really have the proper tools to do it properly, so I'll just have to live with it. It's fine. I don't really use it that much. I just wanted to switch the hard drive anyway, so it's fine. Copium. Now it's time to tackle the bottom metal plate. All I need to do here is basically to unscrew two types of screws, green long ones, and there's a few black short ones, and we're pretty much in almost. We just need to take out the white cover and then we get in the motherboard and stuff like that. This is a fairly simple process. The most hardest part in here was pretty much finding the correct bit to use to unscrew the screws, because they use the proprietary ones, you know, not like the regular Phillips. I actually needed to do some testing, but here we go. The top plate is off. Looking kind of dusty, a little bit clean, you know, it's moderate, and I can't say the same for the fan now. That thing is caked in dust, dude, and you know, it's no secret my room is kind of dusty, you know, I can't really do anything about it. Maybe get a purifier, but I don't want to right now. It's okay though, we're gonna get this cleaned up and then crack open the metal case. Taking a look inside the Xbox, we have a big CD drive. I forgot how big these things are. Here's the faulty drive that I will be replacing, a nice 500 gig Seagate drive, the power supply, which is different from the original Xbox One, and the fan cooling the processor of the Xbox. And if you take a look at this Easter egg, there's Master Chief with the Xbox logo. Kinda neat. It's a cool Easter egg Microsoft provided. I like that. That's cool. It's time to finally take out the faulty hard drive. It's connected to a bracket with another 4 screws I will have to take out, but I have the right bit already on the screwdriver, so it didn't take long. Looking at it from the outside, I don't really see any external damage, so all of the faultiness must be inside the hard drive, so that's why we're fixing it with a new one. So now I want to test the hard drive on the computer to see what is the type of damage, or you know, what is the reason the Xbox is not seeing the hard drive. So I borrowed this little, you know, hard drive connector caddy thing that you connect to a PC from my dad. I didn't really want to get my own because I would use this thing with just one time, at least for now, right? So there's no really reason to get it. But anyway, so we're connecting it slowly but surely. Pop. And we're gonna put it into our PC. Might not be the most optimal position for a spinning hard drive, but that's okay. It's faulty anyway. I don't really care. If it was a good hard drive, I would have switched it, obviously. It took the computer a little bit to actually find the hard drive and stuff, but eventually it did show up, disk 4. As you can see, it's unknown and not initialized. I forgot what that means, but basically it's not working. And there'll be more information in the program I'll be using to diagnose it more. But this was my first clue as to why it wasn't working, and we're getting our way there. So the program I'm using is Seagate's C-Tools for Windows. You can easily diagnose the hard drives that are connected to your computer. And right now I'm just trying to match the name and the properties in the C-Tools for Windows program. And I did find it, it's the Hotto. You can see it both in the properties and the program. And right now I'm just running a short generic test of the hard drive. Basically just putting stress on the hard drive, and then it's gonna tell us that it did indeed fail. And that's why the Xbox couldn't load into the OS. And now I will have to look for a new hard drive, and I don't really know how to fix the old one. I will just probably throw it out, recycle it, whatever. This is the hard drive I ended up going with, just a regular WD blue 1TB hard drive. I was thinking of going with an SSD, but then I thought I don't really use the Xbox that much, you know, it's not my main gaming platform. So I just ended up going with double the storage of its original capacity that I bought it with, and just go 1TB. It's pretty good for what it is, it's gonna do the job, and that's pretty much why I chose it. And also the price was very decent. The next order of business is to make a bootable drive with the Xbox OS on it, so I can install it on the new hard drive when I put it into the Xbox. And that's what I'm doing right here. Went to the official Xbox store. They have a downloadable ISO file, at least I think, ISU, I guess it's not Windows, but yeah, so it's ISU1. You have to download it, install it into the hard drive, and boom, and you get your Xbox OS on the Xbox. So thanks to Amazon Prime, the hard drive arrived a few days later. Here it is, all its glory, 1TB Western Digital 2.5-inch hard drive. Put into the SATA cable connector and put that hard drive onto the bracket, and then the bracket into the Xbox, and then screw it in, and then screw in all the plates, and boom, we have the new hard drive in. I saved you the trouble of watching me screw everything back in, so here's the final screw. Everything's back in its place. We turn it over. Now we have to put the top plate on, and then we have to secure that because there's a few foam pieces around the base that it has to go before it or behind it or something like that. And then we put on the nice top trim over here, basically snapping everything back in as I was doing when I was taking it out. And it still hurts me that it's a little bit scuffed on the ends, you know. I don't know another way to do it without the scuffage, but it is what it is. Putting all the green screws in that I took out, those are the longest ones, keeping everything together. And finally putting in the bottom plate, which you guys won't see because because the webcam fell over and I completed everything before I picked it up. See, magic. But here it is. I'm just snapping everything together. The Xbox is together again. It's whole, and we're gonna turn it on in a bit. I put back the scuffed setup I had when I first turned it on with the faulty hard drive. Everything's connected to the monitor, to the wall outlet, everything's back together. Since this Xbox has a new hard drive without the Xbox OS on it, it's probably going to go into a safe mode option or something like that, where we can choose to troubleshoot it and choose a new boot device to get into the OS. As you can see right here, there's a troubleshoot button. This is what we need to press. And we gotta do an offline system update. Update this Xbox using a USB device. This is exactly what we have right here. But it's grayed out because we don't have a USB in it. This is where this one comes in. As you saw in the previous clip, we installed the operating system onto the USB and made it a boot drive. And we just have to insert it into the back of the Xbox or the available USB ports I had. Now the offline system update should be pressable now. There it is. And we just let it do its thing for a little bit, and then we come back. After some time, I had to set up the Xbox as my main one, you know, my main device in the app. And then I had to do some final settings, adjusting, of course, skip, you know. Got it. And that's it. We did it. The Xbox is back up, operational and working with double the storage capacity than from factory. But yeah, it was fun tinkering with it. I had fun. It was a good experience. I would do it again, to be honest. It's kind of fun going into consoles. But yeah, I'm out. See you guys in the next video. Goodbye.